everyone, Ms. Fisher here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Piktochart. This is an online infographic maker, and this is where you would come to create your timeline project. So here you would hit the sign up button once you get to the site, and you can sign up with, if you have a Google account, or you could use your school email, your full name, your school email here. Probably want to click to unsubscribe to newsletters and create your account. I already have an account, so I'll just go ahead and sign in. So what you'll do is you will end up coming in here, and it will look like you'll see a dashboard here. I have one that I've already created before. So an infographic, if you don't know what an infographic is, it's one of those graphic visuals where it can be as long as you want, where it's just kind of full of information, and you kind of scroll down to get your information. So let me just actually show you an example of one. Let me see if I can get. So here are some examples of some infographics, and ones that you can create yourself. So you probably have seen these on the internet before, and so you're going to be creating one to make your own timeline. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have hit the infographic button, and then you're going to want to create your own infographic. And then it will bring you to this page here where you'll end up with kind of this blank canvas here, starting from scratch. And it brings you into blocks. So you'll have like this kind of introduction block, this middle block, and this bottom block. I'm going to save the introduction block, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the middle block. So it kind of comes with these. I don't want these, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. The title block, this is where you're going to put your name, the title of your presentation, or timeline, something creative. Here you may even put some background color, some background information. Here's where you're going to actually have your timeline, and you can make this as long and as short as you would like, depending on how much information you end up adding into this part of your infographic. And then you can come over here and you can actually add into, you can add in shapes and lines, icons, photos, in a photo frame. So let's start with shapes and lines, since the timeline has a line. So you would come here first and you would click a line, and you can have any kind of line that you would want first. Let's see. There's a way to change the line. Solid line, dashed line, dotted line. I like a solid line. So we're going to go ahead with a dash or a solid line. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, and I'm going to go ahead and spin it around, since I'm going to make my timeline go up and down, because infographics are vertical, right? They scroll up and down this way instead of going horizontal. Here's an extra line. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So here's my kind of basic timeline. Now I know that my line is going to need to be a little bit taller than that. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out. Okay, so that might be a long enough timeline here for my timeline. I might go ahead and make little triangles to add to the top of my timeline, and to the bottom of my timeline, I just copied and pasted that triangle so I could add that to the block. Alright, so now I have my basic timeline here. Now I might go in, now I'm going to start adding events. So let's say I'm going to put all of my event descriptions into boxes. I'm going to do hectates first. So here's my first box. I'm going to do all of hectates boxes in this dark green color. So I'll go ahead and put hectates box here. Here's his first event, and I will go ahead and start typing into body text. Put that over our shape. Us go ahead and put that right into that box there. I think there's also a way that if you were to put in just regular body text, that you could highlight it a certain color if you wanted to. Let's see. I can make the color, I can change the color of the text. So if I want to put all of Mayella in purple, I want to put all heck in green, and other in blue, then I could do that as well. Change the opacity of the text, etc. So I could do this. And then I would probably want to connect those with a line so that it looks like a true timeline, right? Instead of coming off of the timeline. So you would create your timeline in this fashion. You'd have your title page, essentially, your title block. You'd have your timeline, and down here is where you would put your Atticus's closing argument. This is where you would put that paragraph here. And again, you would go ahead. And so this is where you can get creative. You can change the background for certain things. Let's say I wanted to make a brick background for my title. For Atticus's arguments, I wanted to do something a little bit more subtle. Maybe I wanted this kind of green background. And then make sure that whatever you're doing for your actual timeline, that you don't cover up your text, so that it's easy enough to read the text. You also need to add images. So this is where you can upload, you can browse images. So let's say you've added image, you've gone to Google, you found the images that you wanted to include, you've saved them to your desktop, and now you want to upload them. You can do that here. You can also do icons here, and there's all kinds of icons. There's funny icons, and you should go in here to find icons that are appropriate for your timeline project. Lots and lots that you can choose from. Okay, I think that is it when it comes to actually creating the timeline. Like I said, I don't want to tell you too much because I really would like you to use your imagination and reasoning tools and problem-solving skills to be able to create your timeline, but I wanted to give you just a little bit of information on how to use Piktochart. You don't forget to hit the save because it will bring you back to your dashboard. You can preview you can go to a preview page. You can download it if you would like to, which eventually you will be doing. I'm just going to hit save. And let's say I want to download it. I'm going to want to download it as a ping, most likely. Let me do it as that. I don't know what to do yet because I hadn't paid for it. So the last time I did, I just did it as an image as a ping. And in as an image. So I was able to, you would be able to email directly to me, or you would be able to print out if you ever needed to. But most likely we will be either Dropboxing through Turnitin.com or email, and I have to find that. But if you go back to your dashboard, you will see that there it is. Your timeline is there, waiting for you to continue. If you don't finish it all in one sitting, you can go back and continue. All right, please see me if you have any other questions. Hopefully that was enough to get you started on Piktochart, and I will talk to you later.